Just imagine yourself steering that great machine. The control, the power, the great sound of the engine. Just smell the burning tires, the clouds of dust you're raising on the track. Well, you're in trouble and you don't even know it. You're running without an air filter. One of your technicians forgot to put it back. Now, the carburetor is sucking in dust and smoke, leaving the engine sluggish. The bike seems to be straining. Where's the power? What's the problem? The problem is simple. The engine is not getting enough air and you're left high and dry on the track. Your machine has shut down. Breath of air. Here's another well-engineered machine working without air filters. The human body. Just like your bike, each man working in a hazardous industry is in the process of choking up his air intake system. Like petrol in an engine, their blood needs air, and the bloodstream absorbs the oxygen through the lungs. Nothing can be taken for granted, especially the simple act of breathing. It is the most important factor in keeping the ultimate precision machine, the human body, functioning. Just a few minutes of not breathing or breathing contaminated air can make your lungs and other vital organs suffer permanent and irreparable damage. Like the engine, your body has to slow down. Your stamina fades. Even the simplest work leaves you exhausted. Maybe you'll not notice it immediately. You gradually come to realize it over the years. You'd rather sit and watch your children play than participate in their games, thinking, I'm out of shape. You back out of family outings and picnics. If you were walking or cycling earlier to work, you'd prefer to take an auto rickshaw, always feeling tired. You'd avoid buildings without elevators if you could. Simple tasks such as climbing stairs, walking, etc. leave you exhausted. Then, you decide to see the doctor. And what does he say? Sorry, mister, it's your lungs. They are so damaged that they are unable to give your body the air it needs. It's too late. You can change or wash your carburetor, but can you change your pair of lungs? Or can you even wash them? Or could you protect them with this? Take a look at the air around you. What do you see? A little mist, dust, fumes, or maybe some vapor. Or maybe you don't see anything, but you can smell it, an irritating odor in the air. You don't like it, but it's all right, you say. After a while, you get used to it. Unfortunately, your lungs don't. For the first few days, it won't bother you. It may not even bother you for the next few weeks or even a year or two. But probably years later, you'll be as choked up as your bike's carburetor. This dust, mist or fumes in the air is known as Respirable Suspended Particulate Matter, or RSPM. Let us understand a few traits of this enemy to human breathing. It has been scientifically detected that the particle size between 0.3 to 1 micron is the most penetrating particle size, or MPPS. This matter is so minute that it is invisible to the naked eye. With low settling velocity, it remains as a dense cloud, staying suspended in the air between 4 to 100 feet, which is your breathing zone. These particles have a tendency, due to their size, to move away from the exhaust, and the probability of you inhaling them at approximate human breathing rates of 6 liters per minute is very high. There is a possibility that some RSPM, once inhaled, settle in your lungs permanently and do not get exhaled. If you are working in a potentially unhealthy environment, it is mandated that you be protected. The simplest way to remove or eliminate contaminated air is by employing engineering controls like dust collectors or air circulators and ventilation systems wherever possible. Many industries are doing just that. The trouble is, engineering controls can't always do a complete job. And the purification of the air is not going to happen overnight. Your lungs won't wait. When this is the case, industries provide their employees with the best possible protection available. Respirators. Respirators suitable for the particular environment. A respirator is designed to do one thing: provide clean air to your lungs, and that is exactly what it will do if it is the right respirator for the job. Selecting the right respirator is absolutely necessary for your protection. While choosing a respirator, please ensure that it is specific to the environmental hazard you are facing. An on-site test by the experts, along with a total review by your safety supervisor and advisor, will confirm this. There are 2 kinds of respirators: supplied air respirator and air purifying respirator. In the supplied air respirator, air is supplied from an independent source to you. In the second case, or the air purifying respirator, the air is purified by the respirator itself to make it fit for you to inhale. We will talk today about the air purifying respirators only. An approved particulate filtering respirator is required to filter out all kinds of dust, fumes and mist. See how efficiently it works. In this experiment, we blow the dust towards the respirator. As you can see for yourself, the dust or particulate matter is trapped outside and only clean air filters through. This does not happen in a mask without a filter media. The approved maintenance-free respirators are produced from a high-technology filter media. The media removes the dust, fumes or mist from the air before you inhale it. The fine particulates are first trapped by microfine fibers and then arrested by electrostatic charge in the media. The respirators are light in weight for comfort during long working hours and may be worn easily with other PPEs. Sometimes they may have an exhalation vent valve for extra comfort while working in hot and humid conditions. They may also have an additional filter layer for nuisance level odors and gases. These respirators are available in different styles, colors and sizes to suit your work operation. But don't expect the respirator to work effectively if you, like this guy, decide to hold a pencil under the edge of your respirator or keep your respirator hanging loose. Yes, it happens. That and a lot worse. And that makes about as much sense as poking a hole in the air filter of the carburetor in your bike. Before you put on your respirator, remove any eyewear and headgear you may be wearing. Remove the respirator from the packaging. Read instructions for use. Taking the respirator in your hand with the straps underneath and the nose clip at your fingertips, place the respirator on your face. Take the upper strap to the crown of your head and the lower strap to the back of your neck. Ensure the straps are not twisted. Adjust the unique venous tightener beads to ensure a snug and leak-proof fit. Using both hands, position the respirator comfortably on the narrow end of your nose. Mold the nose clip to form an effective seal. To test the fit, exhale sharply. Adjust if leakage is detected. By following these simple steps, you're ensuring a proper seal fit and safeguarding your health. Perform the negative pressure test to ensure that the respirator fits correctly. Cover the filter surface and inhale deeply. If suction develops around your face, then there is no leakage around the edges. Perform this test every time you put on the respirator. Wear the rest of your PPE before you enter the contaminated area. A maintenance-free respirator is intended to be used for one shift only. However, if your respirator is damaged, dirty, or you find it difficult to breathe, replace it immediately. But what do you do in an environment which has gases and vapors? The maintenance-free respirators don't stand a chance there. Here, various gas filters are used in combination with face pieces designed specifically to protect you from certain gases and vapors, or from a combination of these hazards with particulate matter. The reusable face pieces may be full face masks, dual filter half face masks, or single filter half face masks in different sizes such as small, medium or large. However, the following instructions should be followed in order for you to achieve the right fit. Remove any eyewear and headgear. Remove the seal of the filters. Place the pre-filter and attached with the retainer. Screw in the filters to the mask. Loosen the elastic straps. Grasp the front of the face piece with one hand and the elastic strap, called the cradle suspension, with the other. Position the respirator on your face so that the narrow portion of the face piece is over your nose. While holding the respirator on your face with one hand, bring the headband straps over your head so that the cradle rests across the top of your head. Hook the bottom elastic straps behind your neck. Adjust the face piece on your face for best fit and comfort. Hold the respirator body with one hand. Use your other hand to tighten the upper elastic straps on both sides by pulling evenly in an upward direction. Tighten just enough so that the respirator is securely in place over your nose. Make sure you don't over-tighten. Now evenly tighten the bottom elastic straps to secure the respirator under your chin. For a comfortable fit, the headband straps must be adjusted equally. Both negative and positive pressure tests need to be performed every time the respirator is used. They should be performed in an uncontaminated environment before entering the contaminated area. In the negative pressure test, the gas filter openings are blocked with the palms of both hands. Breathe in so that the face piece collapses or deflates a little. For 10 seconds, try to hold your breath. If there is no air leakage and the face piece remains deflated, the respirator fit and seal are correct. Readjust the respirator and repeat the test if you detect any leakage. Consult your safety supervisor if you still cannot get a proper seal. In the positive pressure test, you block the exhalation valve with the palm of your hand again. Breathe out gently into the face piece and hold your breath for about 10 seconds. If the face piece remains inflated and there is no air leakage, the fit and seal are correct. Readjust and retest in case of an air leakage. If the leakage persists, consult your safety supervisor. Never enter a contaminated environment unless you have performed and cleared both the tests. If you have facial hair, scars, sunken cheeks, or any other structural facial abnormality, you may be unable to secure a tight fit with an air purifying respirator. If you don't have the right facial fit, you won't be protected and should consult your safety supervisor. Whenever you're about to use a respirator, check and make sure you have the right one for the environment you are working in. If you're not sure, check with your safety supervisor. Always carefully inspect for any damages or missing parts. Make sure that the exhalation valve flap and seat are clean. Also ensure that the exhalation valve flap is firmly secured to the exhalation valve seat and that it operates freely. While using a reusable respirator, if you detect an odor of the contaminant you're working in, immediately replace the filters of the respirator. Your filters have exhausted their purification properties and will no longer be able to purify the air you are inhaling. Since air purifying respirators don't supply an independent source of air, you must make sure that the atmosphere you're working in contains the mandated level of oxygen. Never use an air purifying respirator in any environment that is or could quickly deteriorate into an acute life-threatening situation, often referred to as an immediately dangerous to life or health IDLH atmosphere. Also, never use it for protection from substances that have no obvious warning properties such as odor, taste, or respiratory irritation. If a leak develops, you want to be sure you have an early warning sign. Venus is a progressive ISO 9001-2008 certified manufacturer of personal protective equipment located near Mumbai, India. Respiratory products that are manufactured by Venus meet national and international standards and are used in the domestic and global markets. All products are of high quality and are tested at our in-house laboratory. Our products are validated for fit and size, aiming for optimum comfort. All tests carried out are overseen by qualified staff who only after thorough inspection release the products for shipment. Venus also provides services like fit test, training sessions and walk-through surveys to help you in gaining the optimum protection from the respirator. You're back in the race, raising dust all over the track. This time, you go for the final shot. No slowing down, no stopping now. A clean, fresh air filter correctly fitted on the carburetor. That's all you ever needed to reach that victory line. Feel the rush as you reach the finish. The crowds screaming your name. You've done it. The energy is coursing through your veins as you take in that fresh breath of air. What about at work? Are you feeling the same energy? Are you protecting your intake system? You are responsible for maintaining the health of your body. Protecting your lungs and saving your breath are parallels to staying healthy. Your benefits are higher efficiency, productivity and no man-hours lost, no sickness and no damages. If you follow the easy instructions we have discussed, you can count on your respirator to provide clean air whenever you breathe. Unlike the bike, your body does not come with a warranty, and repairs can be very expensive if available. Think about it. After all, your respiratory system is the only one you'll ever have.